Hi guys, following the outcome of the 2022-2023 UCL and UEL semi-finals, where Pep Guardiola's Manchester City and Jose Mourinho's Roma made it to the finals of the respective competitions, football fans have been drawn into a long-forgotten argument as regards who the GOAT manager is between the pair. While both managers have experienced huge success at different points in their careers and with different teams, a side of the divide has it that Jose Mourinho has been able to achieve so much relatively less or little resources compared to Pep Guardiola. And another side of the divide has it that Pep Guardiola plays the most exciting, the most beautiful possession-based attacking football in Europe and arguably the whole world. However, it's important to note that the objective of every manager is to be able to set up a team capable of competing for and winning trophies at every point in time. And that is one thing we cannot agree that both managers have done so well. So why do people compare both to find out who the best is? As a matter of fact, I do not believe any of them is better than the other. Now, the debate as regards who the GOAT manager is so far has been based on two things. You are going to agree with me on this. First is recruitment. Second is strategy to winning games. Now, while it's okay for us to agree that both managers have had it differently when it comes to recruitment, they have also had it differently when it comes to strategy to winning games. While Guardiola believes in how the game is won as much as the outcome of the game, Jose Mourinho cares less about how the game is won. The most important thing for him is winning the game, which was seen in the semi-final game against Bayer Leverkusen, where he sacrificed possession. I think he had less than 30%, and he had 0 shots on target, but he ended up getting to the finals. That is a typical Jose Mourinho for you. And it is a very frustrating style of play that a lot of football fans, it is unattractive as well, and a lot of football fans do not enjoy it. A little more insight on recruitment. Nobody should fault Pep Guardiola for either being picky or being lucky. Maybe he has been too picky with the clubs that he goes to, or he has been too lucky to get to clubs that are willing to support his transfer ideas, right? Nobody should blame him for that. As a matter of fact, Jose Mourinho has the right as well to say, oh, if you will not be able to support me for the players I want to purchase to play my football, then I am not coming to your team, right? Every manager has the right to say that, which I believe that Pep Guardiola has been able to do so far. At Barcelona, he had one of the best teams. At Bayern Munich, he had one of the best teams as well. At Manchester City right now, he has one of the best teams. Playing beautiful football and dominating almost Europe. And that is very valid. Nobody should blame him for saying, if you cannot get me my kind of players to play my style of football, then I am not coming. Because as a matter of fact, every style of football is unique, and it requires unique sets of players with certain abilities, players with certain skills to be able to execute effectively. For instance, Pep Guardiola's tactics or Pep Guardiola's philosophy requires players who are able and comfortable to hold the ball for a very long time, who are able to pass the ball around, who are able to make simple runs, who are very intelligent actually. Because for you to be able to play in a typical Pep Guardiola side, you have to have a very high football IQ. While for Jose Mourinho, he prefers players who are disciplined. If I say don't move, don't move. If I say park the bus, please park the bus. If I say a long pass, please a long pass. If I say run, run. If I say a counter attack, please focus on the counter attacks. That is a typical Jose Mourinho's kind of player. So you cannot fault anybody for wanting a certain player or a certain kind of player with unique skills. No, you should not fault anybody. As a matter of fact, both managers have the right to demand for certain players with unique skill sets to be able to win trophies in everything. Every manager actually wants that. Also, it's important to note that whatever team Pep Guardiola goes to, they are going to play beautiful possession-based attacking football. You cannot take it away from them. Maybe they might not be able to dominate teams because, it requires a certain level of quality, but you're still going to see and attest to the fact that this is a typical Pep Guardiola side. At the same time, whatever team Jose Mourinho goes to, they are going to pack the bus when Jose feels the ball should be packed and hit on the counter attack, right? So it is based on strategy, and both strategies are very effective. They have shown that both strategies are very effective. They've used it across board, and it works for them at every point in time. So it is okay to respect different opinions and views of football. and enjoy these two guys because they've done so well for football. They bring out the beauty of football. They make it so enjoyable and so beautiful because you see different sides. Today you see Manchester City playing beautiful football and then winning the game, and then tomorrow you see Jose Mourinho's side packing the balls and achieving the objective. So it makes you realize that there are different ways to achieve the goal in a football match, and that's very valid. Finally, I know a side of the divide is going to say, oh, Pep Guardiola is the best because he has won more trophies than Jose Mourinho in a certain period of time. But then another side of the divide is going to come up and say, according to the International Federation of Football History and Statistics, that Jose Mourinho is the best manager in the 21st century. I mean, because he has won more Best Coach of the Year awards than every other manager in the 21st century. While both of them are very, very valid ways of seeing it, why can't we all just agree that both managers are absolutely good? And when given the chance to get players of their choice together, they are going to dominate any and everybody. It has been seen and it's still being seen because what Pep Guardiola is doing at Manchester City with these players and what Jose Mourinho is doing at Roma with these players is absolutely incredible. You cannot take it away from them. Nobody can actually. Cheers.